exploded and Bill died, and this is what purgatory is. It's being sucked into the grill dimension. And this is where the song starts. 4 minutes in the training video, we finally get the song to start. Couldn't we have just started in the grill dimension? Why did we have to have the build-up? I feel like Dave was just like, I want to be on screen. And for the next 2.5 minutes, we have Grill Master Funky Fresh rocking out with a golden spatula and teaching us how to finally grill some patties using the four-corner technique. And goddamn, is it good. Which, the four-corner technique, I mean, it's just pressing each corner of the patty down before you flip it. Bit lackluster.
Well, you gotta make sure the grill is wet.
It's true, you gotta make sure the grill is wet for all the juices. He also teaches us how to space the patties evenly and not to dump a pound of salt on them, which I will say he has a little, that's a beautiful pepper and salt there. Oh, it's unbelievable. Well, he is the grill master. Funky Fresh. There's also a cartoon floating patties with giant eyes and lips talking about how the meat starts to shrink.
We start shrinking when we hit that grill, you know it will.
It is haunting. This, I think, could have been done in a different way. It felt like a German expression is like surreal, like a nightmare. A goddamn nightmare.
Now we know Bill is actually good.
This is how we know that Bill is actually talking to angels or demons. We're trying to decipher which part of the afterlife did Bill end up going to. Sexual joke about meat shrinking?
No, that's just
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Just thought there was a joke there. It's almost like it's the opposite of sexual. If your meat is shrinking, like you're not getting horny off these. Alright, so what do you get?
Maybe we'll ponder something by the end of the video. I mean, even Bill can't believe his eyes. He's looked so goddamn distraught, like he's witnessing a nightmare. He's looking around, he's like, there's really no emotion besides him. It looks like terror. You would think that they'd be like,
when we hit that grill,
be like, he's having fun. Not Bill. Bill is truly seeing the actual horrors of the cosmic universe happening right before his eyes. We also get disgusting shots of the grill master draining the meat on the side of the grill before serving it on a plate. I don't understand that. You have to drain the meat, so you take the spatula and you have to hold the patty up against the side of the grill, and it's just like oozing out liquid. And he's like, "See, there you go." Yeah, I mean, it's just a kind of a gross shot. I don't know.
All the burgers look disgusting in this.
The burgers are extremely unflattering. That's why we know now when you see burgers on TV, they're like covered in like glue to make them look like perfectly, you know what I mean? The cheese isn't even real cheese, it's like plastic that they melted. Because the real shit's just like, yep, doesn't it look great? Dave Thomas is like, it looks perfect. These fucking gray sculptures just falling on and dripping disgusting fluids. Oh, and you know what makes my blood boil is Bill says, where do I start? Right after the song gets done.
Don't be afraid, I think you're gonna be hot. Where do I start? What do I do?
It's like, Bill, no wonder you deserve to be in hell, because you're a moron. You're a bad man, Bill. But he hasn't paid attention this whole fucking time. You know what? Let him roast. Dave Thomas is the devil, and Bill is here to do his bidding. So then we get a recap of everything we just learned, but this time slowed down thanks to Bill, because he's a fucking moron. Even Funky Fresh is like, what do you do? Skippity-doo. Yep, see, right, Bill. Good God. He's like, fold it up. Flop it down.
Not too little, not too much. With the little finesse, I think I'm getting the touch. Hey.
You're like, off, Bill, you worthless bastard. There's a great moment where the grill master gets pissed at Bill and grabs his hands, telling him to start choking up the spatula. He's like, hold it up here. And Bill's like, hold it up here? I see a deer. In a way, it does feel like whitewashing the culture a little bit, doesn't it? It's like a guy like repeating the rap back, and he's like, huh, rhymes are fun, aren't they? Is this the rap and hip-hop I've been talking about? And the Funk Master's like, yeah, sure. And they also drain the meat again, and it makes me wonder, how are the patties getting so filled with liquid, even if there's fat in there? It is just such an uncomfortable amount of liquid pouring out. He's like, you have to pour them out. If people bite into this, they're gonna get real sick, for real. Then on to song 2, which is putting cheese on the patty.
Lay down the cheese in a juicy spot. Don't leave it too long or it'll get too hot. Tool it up, lay it off on the meat. Do it right. Keep it neat.
You gotta have a whole song about that. You'd think it'd be just taking the sliced cheese, put on patty. No. Gotta have a full song. Which they say if your burger is gross or if you mess it up, then you can just dump it in the chili.
Chili with cheese.
The chili with cheese, remember? With your tiny cheese cup? Which I was like, oh, if you split the patty, sure. But they're like, oh, if you can, it kind of made it seem like, drop it on the floor, throw it in the chili, give it to all our chili fans. And it's just like a really random, almost Jacob's Ladder-esque scene.
Put those patties in a chili pan and save them for all of our chili fans.
There's a part in Jacob's Ladder where he sees the guy in the back seat, his face is like, and that's like where that effect became popular from. You sort of think that Jacob's Ladder stole it from the Wendy's training video. I understand it's probably trying to be like when you're cold cold outside, you want chili.
Play on words. Chili is an old.
I don't like it, Nick. I don't like it, and it scares me. It's also black and white. It's like the beginning of Antichrist. It's like a Lars von Trier film. I'm not chili fans. It cuts out like this nightmare. I feel like if you just had that on loop with like.
Drop down, try to cut him off.
Last year, two of Central Maine's most trusted fuel companies, Murray Hoods and Blanchard's, joined together to form Sail Energy, one of the most innovative heating oil and propane companies in Maine. Act now and you can save up to $250 this.
It's safe, really, just step in.
People would be like, this is unnerving. Lastly, we get another segment of burgers with giant lips talking about the cooking stages for the burgers.
Stage 4, I'm hot. I should be done. Looking good like I should, so you can serve me, son. I'm stage 5 and I'm still alive.
There's too many stages, okay? I feel like Dave Thomas is just like, more. We need more horror. Dave, this is getting kind of scary.
Stage 4, I'm hot. I should be
You hear that, Wendy? They're scared. She's like,
It's safe, really, just step in.
after the song is over, we cut back to Bill blankly staring into the TV as Mary yells in his ear trying to snap him out of his drug-induced trance. I feel like Mary, she's like, good luck, pat him on the arm, and put a patch on like LSD. And she's like, hey, welcome back, sleepyhead. What was it like? And he's just like, totally fried. His eyes are completely white. So actually, you didn't pass your drug test because it was laced with LSD. He's like, I've never done that before in my life. And it was Mary who did it. She's like, we can't have him. He asked too many questions, Dave. Well,
It's safe, really, just step in.
we then get a montage of Bill rizzing up Mary with how well he can use the grill. I mean, he's like, play your cards right, Bill, and you can spread me a poor corner of me tonight. He's like, what does that mean, Mary? She's like, how about a rope, some duct tape, and candle wax, and we'll figure it out in the back, Bill. Whoa!
Mary's beef pretty greasy down there.
I imagine you have to drain Mary's beef. Do you kidding me? Those two lips look like an old man spitting into a dip cup. Now, Mary, I forgot to drain it. It's okay, Bill. You're on stage 6. Keep going. After Bill cooks up a mean burger, one of the other Wendy's staff members hands it off to our boy Dave Thomas, who apparently has been waiting in line this entire time for the burger. Dave, you own the place. You know, you can just come out. He's like, I'll wait in line like the rest of the people. One of them old age names. Big.
And the bench.
We had 3 cooking segments, and only now Dave is getting his meal. Which, what does that say about the service? We've had all of this time grilling stuff, and Dave has just been in line. That Mad World rendition Gary Jules did for Donnie Darko's playing.
You know, it's an old-fashioned hamburger,
It's an old-fashioned hamburger.
just like this one, that keeps our customers coming back to Wendy's. Cooking and pressing our hamburgers isn't easy. It requires a special talent, which takes some practice to develop.
Takes practice to develop it. Fuck off, Dave. He's like, good luck trying to decipher this crazy monolith you just discovered. Like, wow, I pressed it 4 times, Dave. He's like, how on God's green earth did you do that so quickly? But the video ends with one last song, a titular grill skill song, because it's a goddamn bop. And he's like, I paid for it. We're gonna blast it as many times as we can. Do you ever think that they play this over speakers in the restaurant?
Oh yeah.
He's like, I paid for it, we're using it. And then someone's like, probably came to work with a gun, and he's like, if I hear grill skills one more time, I'm shooting up the place. He's like, put on hot drinks! It's only under grill skills! Put on hot drinks! The guy's like, hot drinks! Anything makes you wanna love. He's like, hot drinks! Which is a montage of people doing the air guitar and spatulas and cooking some good old-fashioned angles. The cast of characters in the montage is something else. We have the Crypt Keeper. JFK makes a cameo from the dead somehow.
You're also in it too.
I'm in it. It's actually uncanny. That is unbelievable. That's actually crazy. And then to have you in it as well is... That is haunting. If you had a mullet without your glasses, you would look just like that. This is... I wonder in a weird way if whoever watches the video, if you actually see yourself in it, it changes every time.
The first time I watched it, I didn't see myself.
The Wendy's training video is a Japanese horror. It's like The Ring. It's a ringu. There's like a well, and they have like a little girl crawls out of it.
Wendy comes out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Wendy. And the Fido Wendy's video is actually not a music video at all. It's so much more confusing. They did a full court case trial called When Clowns Go Bad. Surprisingly, this 20-minute long video about Ronald McDonald dying in their walk-in freezer is about what to do to close the store at night. Which I want to say, the beginning of it is visceral. The video opens up with a Ronald McDonald-like clown. It's Ronald. Threatening an ex-employee over the phone for betraying them and working at Wendy's next door. I thought this was kind of manipulative. You know what I mean? So you went to McDonald's, we ain't here now. They're evil, and we're good, isn't that right? Due to legal reasons, the clown's name is Max for Max's Mystery Burger. We then cut to a blonde lady screaming as she finds Peg. Another Wendy's employee kneeling over Max's lifeless corpse in the walk-in freezer. I mean, I was like, holy shit, there's a dead body in this training video. It's implied that Peg caved Max's skull in with an iron pot. There's a huge dent in it. I think Peg did street justice on Max, dude. An unbelievable way to start a training video. Essentially, the whole video takes place inside a courtroom and swamps back to the Wendy's store as the defense and prosecutors question the various employees on what went down that night when Max was murdered. Which, for being a courtroom drama, I was hoping that they would ham up the acting just a bit more. Specifically in the courtroom, I wanted some like, we want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Did you kill Ronald? You can't handle if I killed Ronald. It would have been sick as a tie-in. Remember the beginning of Goodfellas and Ray Liotta? Also, I like how many, why are we doing so many movie references? There's been an alarming amount of movie references. I apologize. I want to say it would have been cool if they would have tied it in where he did the snitch. She's just like, I don't know what happened. She comes out of the courtroom and then Dave Thomas, along with all the other Italian Americans, are like, good girl. You know what I mean? You did your part. You didn't snitch. And they all like pay him.
They might have got cut. We never see them walk out the courtroom.
We never see them walk out the courtroom. I think they did it, but Scorsese came in and he was just like, it's too close to my movie. Don't get me wrong, this video is still cheesy, but just comparing it to the other songs, I wish they just would have pushed a little bit further. Also, you're doing a fucking Law and Order court case about a murder, and you're going to keep. Let's play this one safe. Makes sense, Dave. There's one great part in the beginning where the defense attorney asks Peg's manager if Peg is a violent person, to which he responds,
Peg? No way. She doesn't have a violent bone in her body. She's a very meek person.
Not like yourself, eh, Betty?
No.
like a fucking slap in the face, but she's meek. She's such a quiet little flower. Unlike me. To which the defense attorney flips the script and starts accusing her of murdering Max.
So, you actually threatened the victim?
No. What?
No further questions, Your Honor.
I think that to make this a more effective, enthralling thriller, we needed more screaming, more crying, maybe even Ronald McDonald's wife, who's also a clown. You bitch! You murdered my husband! And the kids are like Raggedy Ann dolls. Look at them! Stuff like how Peg starts spazzing out after finding Max's body, or then the blonde chick screams when she finds Peg. Those are good moments, dude. Give me more of those moments. And the whole video is about cleaning the store for closing, which the solution for everything is just hot soapy water. It's pretty much them being able to say hot soapy water as many times as they possibly can. I think they're really trying to drill in. The water's gotta be hot, but goddammit, it has to be soapy.
Hot soapy water. Hot soapy water.
Soapy water. Soapy water.
Soapy solution. Soapy solution.
Soapy solution.
Soapy solution. Soapy solution.
But they show the guy doing the top of the tables and the bottom of the tables. I'm like, dude, yeah, you can write like a 16-year-old, especially, what is it, the early 90s or something? I'm getting paid $1.25. Let me scrape the gum off the bottom of the tables. You, Dave. You know, I'm not gonna do that. If somebody was like, did you get the bottom of the tables? I'd say, yeah, I got the bottom of the table. Take it, minimum wage, and shove it.
Here we go again. It's such a night at the side of gas and diarrhea.
Sound familiar?
Oh yeah, then they start mopping down like the salt, pepper shakers and the ashtrays, which the ashtrays, that was funny. People smoking. Can you imagine the mouthfeel of having a fucking square hamburger and a cigarette? I feel like a cigarette and a Frosty would go kind of hard though. That's a good palate cleanser. Even the urinals in the bathroom get hot soapy water. Cover your hands in hot soapy water and wipe all that piss off the urinals. Yeah. Throughout these cuts, the videos do a great job to really showcase Peg as this unhinged psychopath. She might have done it. By this point in the video, I'm thinking old Peg leg is a little devious, all right? Who knows? Like when she's talking about taking the trash out, the music Sting plays, and she talks about using the side door.
Use the side door, not the back door.
Yeah, no reason. Yeah, I didn't use the back door, I used the side door. Or how she says to another employee, we're killing him, in regards to Max's mystery murder.
But don't you worry about Max.
We're killing them.
Which I like that too, as if people are like, did you see the sales? We're doing way better than McDonald's. Dave's like, they talk like that. I've heard it before. They talk like that. Like, that's only you, Dave. He's like... She was even a former employee and had her last paycheck held for leaving his restaurant, and that she was so mad at him that she could have killed him. Yeah, you quit there, you don't even get your last paycheck. Unlike here at Wendy's, where we pay you in gold. Dave Thomas found all that pirate treasure. He doesn't know what to do with it. That's why I made you a bit of Uber. My duty-free. Let's do a film grade too, like all the artifacts. That's legitimately make this pretty horrifying.
Have you worked in this business before?
I used to work for Max Mystery Burgers across the street, but they don't concentrate enough on cleanliness, and that's why I left.
I bet they were sorry to see you go.
But they were sorry to see you go. All right, have a good night. He goes into his car and he drives home and he's like, so the new person at work is a complete and total fucking psychopath, by the way. They didn't focus on cleanliness. Like I do, like Wendy's does. Mm-hmm. They sound weird, huh? I gotta talk to the manager real quick. I'm putting in my 2 weeks right now.
Sorry wasn't the word for it. The clown was so mad at me that he kept my last paycheck out of spite.
She's doing this like the Kubrick's there the entire time. Give me my last paycheck out of spite. The guy's like, dang them. You know what? You're justified too. It's his car, never comes back.
I was so mad at him. I could have killed him.
Damn, Peg! Easy down! Also, she gets way too excited in the bathroom talking about the toilet paper and how to clean the bathroom. God damn it.
Soap looks okay. How about the TP?
Plenty.
Good.
I feel so bad for this guy who's like with her. He's like, cool, so you ran over and you peeked in the urinal like a complete psychopath. Mm-hmm, that's how we clean it here. He's like a pager. 911, 911. Yeah, oh, you're crawling on the walls. We cook cheeseburgers here. I hope you just know that's all the job is, so.
Okay, hotshot. Play it back for me.
No problem. We clean the walls and the stalls with window cleaner.
Why is she kind of bad, though? Huh? I don't know, dude. I'm a little perplexed, dude. I feel like I'm watching Hocus Pocus or something. This old bitch is casting a spell on me, dude. Good lord. Got that hair all pulled back. As soon as that hair comes down, you got a wild child right there. God damn.
Outside of the urinal and toilet with paper towels and a soapy solution. Inside of
His face. She's like sitting there trying to eat her own face. Yes! Yes! Sam! He's like... Do you think there's ever been anybody hired at Wendy's who's like, when do we get to meet Wendy?
Oh, yeah.
There's gotta be some crazy chick like this. So when do I get to meet her?
You'll probably do that as a joke.
Yeah, and they're like, things are not looking good for her. And she seems as guilty as you be. And you blame the court. And you blame the court at this time. Even her lawyer is having a hard time defending her. Even he's just like, she's like, if you don't get me out of here, I'm gonna eat your face. He's like, mm-hmm. Motherfucker's sweating like a hog trying to defend this psychopath. I mean, it must have been a hot day on set. There ain't no way. They're like, are you a bit hot? He's like, trying to be professional. Hyperventilating. No, I'm fine. I'm totally good. Every scene, he's breathing heavily or dabbing his face with a handkerchief. Luckily for him and Peg, all the employees at Wendy's used to work for Max at one point or another. And they all have grudges against the stupid clown. The janitor, a.k.a. Mr. Cleaner, said that any one of us are capable of killing Max.
Mr. L. Pegboard was no more capable than any of the rest of them. That clown had a lot of enemies.
What a weird thing to say in a courtroom. Anyone could have killed him. Hell, I would have done it. I didn't. Irresponsible lawyer whips up the heat lamp and starts interrogating the janitor. Apparently, the janitor invented the heat lamp for Max, but got tricked out of patent rights. This has to be. McDonald's is like, we're gonna fucking sue you, dude. I'm kind of on Ronald's side now. I'm like, the man, they're terrible. They even stole a patent from me. The janitor. Also, the janitor makes a heat lamp. Why? For what for? Should have been one of the grill guys. You know what I mean? Or something like that, like a cook. All this accumulates to the closing arguments. And the prosecutor claims that even though Max was sneaking in at night to steal the secrets of Wendy's closing techniques, they're that infamous, Dave. It's just like, they're right. That doesn't excuse Peg's aggravated clown slaughter.
aggravated clown slaughter.
I like how they're like, yeah, Wendy's is the best, but we can't let this woman murder someone over one of them. Dave's just like, I think we should. Mr. Thomas, sit down. He's like, Peg had a motive, an opportunity, and an eyewitness, so she's definitely the murderer. Now, it's time for the defense's closing arguments. So the lawyer just throws the murder weapon at Peg to prove that she wasn't the murderer. He's like, could you be the murderer? I doubt it!
Need more convincing?
It's time to ditch the upper decking. Get free patches, gum or lozenges to help curb cravings. Get...
You just saw Peg catch the murder weapon in her right hand.
Jesus! It was fucking Magneto. Perfectly straight line, she's like... We both have abilities to control steel, so she couldn't have beaten this man to death. He's not clumsy enough. She's too good. Oh, is that what they're trying to say with that?
Look, she got it with her right hand.
Oh, yeah. He argues that she caught it with her right hand. That means she's right-handed. But the coroner's report claims he was struck on the head from the left by a left-handed assailant. I think just because someone catches something with the right hand doesn't... Well, it doesn't matter. The lawyer then proceeds to accuse every single other Wendy's employee of murder, but claims none of them can be the murderers as well, as they are either right-handed or about to win millions of dollars in patent lawsuits. I like how Dave Thomas is like, this is like Silence of the Lambs. How the hell did you guys think of this case? This is unbelievable. They should have put you guys on the Zodiac case. They would have gotten him sooner, damn. Thus, this leads to one obvious conclusion. You know what it is? It's obvious. The clown is still alive! Case closed, Your Honor. The clown's still alive. Boom!
He's right here in this courtroom, disguised as... Barbed Wire, the overzealous prosecutor.
The prosecutor's the clown. It was Max, the clown. How does the defense lawyer know? Well, he's just that good. Plus, she's wearing clown shoes the entire case. She was wearing clown shoes the whole time. So if that was the case too, why didn't he just like the person's wearing clown shoes? Like go through this whole charade. Sure, she probably could have killed him with this, but I know it. Turns out Max hit himself on the head and faked his own death. The video ends with Max getting arrested while he hauntingly yells, he'll get revenge on everyone in the room.
I'll get you. I'll get all of you. and you.
And that's the end. And then you're supposed to be like, what'd you think of the training video? It's like, damn you all to hell, I'll return. She's like, all right, think you're ready to close tonight? I would be like, if anything, what if a guy's just like, I think so, and he just murders the person he's working with? All right, when do we go to the court case? They're like, even his defense attorney's like, did you do it? Just hits him in the head.
Yeah, that would have been good if he would have thrown the pot at the lawyer and then the wig fell off.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, there's unbelievable training videos. Dare I say, probably some of the best in the industry. There might be people who disagree with me, but you're telling me right now there's a better song out there, especially in training video format, that's better than Hot Drinks. I doubt it. What other company did a courtroom case accusing people of murdering their opponent? I'm waiting. That's not a rhetorical question. You're supposed to speak to the screen. And guess what? I know you're just fucking flabbergasted. You have nothing to say.
I was going to say, I bet Waffle House has that.
No.
As a secret training video.
As a secret training video, they're like, here's how to kill every person in the restaurant. Pass the mayo package. There's a machete. But there's a lot of training videos out there, my friends. And who knows? Maybe we'll find some that are even more unhinged. More devious and captivating than the Wendy's and Waffle House videos. God, I hope. Until next time, stay trained.
There's another lift in the next room.
Since forever, we've hated Mondays. But it doesn't have to be like this. Introducing Monday Hair Care.
We're back with an absolute heater from our boy John Bravo Films. Wes Watson allegedly used a weapon to assault the gym member in missing footage. Let's get the scoop.
And he used something as a weapon in that gym to knock that kid down. Wes went over.
That's a Sharmuta move, if I'm being honest.
And took a weighted belt and smacked the kid across the face, knocking him down.
I'm excited for this. For those of you who are new here, late to the Wes Watson saga, I'm Wessing my Watson. Apparently he was ran up on by a man with special needs. Now, I haven't seen the full footage. Potentially, it's in this video. I know there's a couple updates to go through. And then he went on Instagram Live, his stories, and started ranting about how the guy was 7 feet tall, and it was self-defense. By the looks of it, it doesn't really seem like it's self-defense.
So Pegged Watson, I'm gonna call him now.
Pegged Watson, bro.
He's running around town proud of what he did to that kid, because he's saying, listen, I've been telling people for months, show up, and I'm gonna do what I say I'm gonna do. So he's showing everybody that he's a tough guy. You come up to him, you're gonna get served, right?
That's right! Exactly!
Dude, I love the production value on this fitness drama. It is fucking hilarious, and it's what I need.
Exactly what I knew would happen.
At Novo Nordisk, we know that your true greatness comes from within. And when you live with a chronic condition, it's that much more difficult, but that much more important to look inward, embrace that greatness, and not let your condition define you.
Taste our world. Celestial Seasonings Tea.
What happened, you bunch of fucking bitches?
But what he's not telling you is the real story of what really happened. Now, you guys remember there was footage leaked out onto Reddit of the confrontation, but it only showed the part where the kid was on the ground and Wes beat him up brutally, right? And then Wes...
Why doesn't John look directly at the camera? It's actually a film technique in documentaries. You don't look directly at the camera. You look to the left or right.
Himself, he put out footage of when the kid put the camera down, walked over to him. He was sitting down on the bench. It looks like the kid pushed him, and then Wes got up, and then what happened? It was cut off. And we're all sitting here wondering, we're like, where is the rest of this footage? We want to see what happened after.
Hold on, this is what they're calling a push.
Kid pushed him, and then Wes got up, and then what happened? It was cut off. And we're all sitting here wondering, we're like, where is the rest of it?
That wasn't really a push. It looked like some sort of erratic response, but he barely touched him.
Footage, we want to see what happened after that, right? But we don't have that footage.
You guys, I'm not gonna glorify the violence. I don't glorify it. I'm not like you guys. I've lived that life my whole life. It's new to you guys. You guys like that shit, because you never whooped no ass. I don't condone violence. Why do you think every time someone talked and talked and talked and filled me and filled me and filled me, I just was the bigger man and I said, fuck it. The guy's just talking. He don't know what he's gonna get. Just let him talk.
Staged, obviously. I don't think it's staged. I think that's a low IQ take.
But then the second someone put their fucking hands on me, it was a wrap, okay? I don't condone it. I'll walk away. Even if you're talking shit, I'll keep stepping, I'll walk away. I don't want to hurt nobody, okay? I don't. This is the reality of it. But this is the facts. If you put your hands on another man, you better be fucking ready.
So was there a reason why?
Do you guys feel threatened? I don't know. It's really not that scary.
It was cut off? Well, I'm gonna tell you what was in the footage. And the reason why it was cut off is because he doesn't want to look like a pussy. And if the public saw what really happened there, they're gonna think he's a pussy. Now let's go back. My last video, I interviewed the owner. I got an audio from the owner explaining the story of what happened in the gym that day. But what I didn't tell you when I put out that video is I cut a portion of his testimony.
Where he approaches Wes.
Interesting. The rabbit hole goes deeper, and John Bravo's on the case. Why? Why did he cut it out? Is there a cover-up?
And continues to say a few things. I don't know what was said, whether it was I love you or I hate you, I have no idea. But by his body language, Wes is telling him to back off. And then the guy proceeded to push Wes, and that's when Wes gets involved. And that's when I guess they start
John Bravo is the CIA of fitness. He is, bro.
Takes him down and he starts hitting him.
And the reason why I did that was
Wes shaves his arms to better slide on and off his man purse.
because when this happened, I spoke to employees in that gym. I spoke to trainers. I spoke to people that were there working out. And they all told me a different story than what the owner told me. So when I made that video, I said, you know what? I need to confirm what's really happening in that one portion before I put this out. I'm not just going to go by what the owner said. I wanted to wait to see if I can get the actual story from an official source. And now I can say I do. And now I can tell you what really happened in that missing footage. Now, before I tell you what happened, you guys remember I made a video teasing this asshole about running around like a woman with that purse all over, right? Proud of it. And people started teasing him and he couldn't handle it. And when he got questioned on about, why he's carrying around a purse, he said that it's manly now because he carries around cash.
Listen, if you want to carry one of them there man purses, be my guest. You just gotta own it, though. It's not really my swag, but if you're gonna do it, this goes for all of you out there, you cannot be bothered by it. Otherwise, it will be used against you.
And money, he tried to turn it like it's a manly thing because you don't know wearing a purse is some bitch shit.
My name is Brittany. I am 31 years old and I have been living with migraine since I was 18.
And some other shit to protect.
Yeah, this just in, don't wear a man purse. You're not allowed. John Bravo said so. That's bitch shit.
The motherfucker in it. So if I got that bag on me, I'm supposedly not an alpha. But the whole thing is, why the would you ever believe that the exchange would be going how it is?
And I also said, imagine I went down there, he challenged me, I showed up, and he takes his little fingers, because we know how tiny they are, and he opens up the zipper and pulls out some bitch-ass weapon like mace or something, right? And he's gonna use it on me. I thought he's gonna throw hands, and he does some bullshit like that, some pussy shit.
Holy shit.
And he opens up the zipper and pulls out some bitch-ass weapon like mace or something, right? And he's gonna use it on me. I thought he's gonna throw hands, and he does some bullshit like that, some pussy shit. But what if I told you he used a weapon on this kid to put him down? He did actually use a weapon. He used something as a weapon in that gym to knock that kid down. Wes went over and took a weighted belt and smacked the kid across the face, knocking him down and pulling his hair, eye gouging him with the fingers in the kid's eyes, which is why you saw him screaming in the video. And his friends were standing around with dumbbells. They got dumbbells in their hands. One of them kicked him while he...
That's crazy. They're in Miami? I don't know what the self-defense, I don't know what the laws are down there. I don't know what equals escalation, but grabbing a weight belt, going for the eye gouge, that doesn't really seem like defense. That seems vindictive. That seems absurd.
He was on the ground, then that's when you see the footage start again. When Wes goes, he gets on top of him, starts kicking him, punching him, and that's the footage they didn't want you to see. So they were hiding that entire part. The reason as to why, like I said earlier, they hid that because they don't want us to know, because Wes would look like a pussy to all of us. Now, why did the owner not tell me this in his original testimony? And I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Maybe he's really close with Wes Watson. He didn't want him to look bad, but he never told me it.
I mean, the repercussions, if there is an escalation, and Wes Watson is guilty of some sort of, I don't know, crime, and he goes back to jail, then, it's not a good look for the gym. It's not a good look for Wes. They're probably friends. It's probably nepotism. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Let's keep this on the DL. Hush, hush. Airtight. I didn't see anything. We're moving weird.
That's why I never included it, and now I have confirmed with an official source the story of what actually happened. Now, in the beginning, this video, I said he's walking around town, he's all proud about what he did, right? Well, I'm going to play that clip for you again, because now watching it back, think about how proud he's boasting that he is, that he did what he said he was going to do, when you actually know the truth of what happened and how stupid he looks.
That's right. Exactly what I knew would happen ended up happening, you bunch of fucking bitches. I didn't even get directly say it. You.
Who is he talking to? Why does he post on social media? I don't understand it. Why can't you just be quiet?
And all you motherfuckers know exactly what I'm talking about.
He's talking to me? I guess so. I'm just fucking farming ad revenue off him.
Actions speak louder than words, and I always win, motherfucker. No scratch on it, bitch. Never will. What's the matter with you people? Think that a motherfucker can't exist at a certain level? When you watched it happen from the penitentiary gates to where we're at today? How the you guys don't understand that you titty having, tennis arm having, pussy ass, video game playing, internet playing ain't about shit.
I think he's talking about me there. I think that's 100% at Philion.
Like I said before, we, as people, as men, women, whatever it is you want to call yourself, I don't know these days, we all have a right to defend ourselves, right? And Wes Watson, in that situation, you have a right to defend yourself. Somebody comes up to you, you see them as a threat.
Could you spoon feed me a spoonful of slop real quick? Feeling hungry and soy. This is pretty sloppy.
We don't know what words were said, but you see them as a threat. They put their hands on you like we saw from that footage. You see them as a threat. You have a right to defend yourself in that situation. But every situation is different.
How do you not just like look at this situation? Like
they put their hands on.
He walks up to him, kinda taps him. There's really not that much meat behind it. It's like a 4-on-1. In what world is this a good idea? In that, it's so ballsy. Like the reaction would be to be like not react. It'd be like, are you good? There would be some dialogue, you know, maybe a quick exchange. Like, what are you trying to do? Not let's just fucking jump this guy.
You like we saw from that footage. You see them as a threat. You have
he flails his arms.
You have a right to defend yourself in that situation.
I bet Jason Genova would shatter Wes if they met, probably. He'd snap him in two. Jason Genova's strong as shit.
But every situation is different. One-on-one.
Dude looked zesty AF with that arm movement, probably mad that Wes didn't call him back. Not even a text. Well, if he actually has special needs, like he could be like stimming or some shit, that's where my mind goes. Like an involuntary, just jerk reaction.
You're in a back alley. Your life is at stake, right? You better make sure that motherfucker can't get up after you knock the shit out of him, right? Somebody breaks into your house, you put a bullet in his fucking head. Now this situation in the gym, you guys watched it. Guy comes up, you see him as a threat. You take a weapon.
Yeah, you might have cerebral palsy. You don't know.
You smack him across the face. 5 of your friends, 6 friends around you. One of them kicks him while he's down, then you get on top of him while he's badly injured from the hit with the weapon. You hit him 9 or 10 times. Was all that necessary in a public gym? What do you guys think? So every situation to me is different in how you handle defending yourself. Now, saying all this, for weeks, Wes Watson's been parading on social media, challenging and inciting thousands to come to his gym and that he'll serve their ass, right? So, what do you think is going to happen?
Everybody send this video to your favorite Wes Watson call-out dude and tell him to suck my dick and pull the gun. Straight up. Just tell him, stop talking. He gave you the address and the time. Go see if he's there. Because he will be there. But if you want, you can come down to that address and get your ass reserved.
You think if you walked up to Wes and gave him boxing gloves, he'd accept the duel? I don't think so. Has he ever been checked by anyone who knows what they're doing?
Okay? Okay, we good? Let's go, mother.
And this situation could have been way worse for both people or people that were at the gym than what it really was. So when you're online parading, challenging,
His prison record is undefeated. Yeah, he's a level 5 henchman.
thousands and thousands of people, things like this or worse are gonna happen. What if it's a real crazy motherfucker
Why does this guy talk like this? What do you mean? He talks completely normal.
that shows up one day? It's probably not gonna go down the same way that we just saw. Now, there's a lot of things that are going on in this situation behind the scenes. I'm not gonna say too much, but expect more information to come out soon.
And literally 10 minutes ago, John Bravo drops another video. Breaking. I have the missing Wes Watson assault video, and it's beyond brutal. Yikes, bro.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day, despite...
Oh. Oh. Is that attempted murder?
So I gotta drink some coffee for this shit because it's late at night. I normally don't like filming videos.
He's clocking in, hell yeah. All right, what do you got for us, John?
At night. For this one, after I saw this shit I saw, I need some coffee. Wait, first, before I even start, this quality of this video is not going to be like my regular ones. It's more live because I need to get this information.
That's okay. A square within a square. You do you. We'll be here watching.
Out, and I'm working on a more polished video for everybody, but this footage that I'm looking at right here on my screen, when I saw it, we thought the other one was brutal. It's nothing like this one.
John, I apologize. I can't move myself. I'm in a layout. We're just gonna have to run it like this.
This one's 2 minutes long. Okay? 2 minutes, over 2 minutes long. The footage that they showed us, it was 9 punches. Do you know how many strikes there were in this video? Over 65, over 55 punches, hits with dumbbells, hits with weight belts.
Jesus Christ.
Soccer kicks to the head by not just Wes Watson, but of the guys around him too, holding him down. It was brutal, so I'm working on the edit. I have to censor some faces. I'm working on the edit to get it cleared by YouTube, but you guys are gonna see it. But because I wanted to get this video out, I took some screenshots. I'm gonna go over them with you. And remember, guys, when this asshole challenged me, this piece of shit, I remember people at the gym, they're like, John, don't you dare go down there. If you do, it's a setup. He's dirty. He fights dirty. He trains with these goons, these security guards. It's not going to be a one-on-one.
Half that rage is from being bald. How tall do you think this guy actually is? There's no way he's 7 feet. There's no way. Like, if Wes Watson is 5'11", this guy's 6 foot. In all honesty, he's probably 6'5".
One thing, and I was worried about that purse with weapons when he said it, right? So, turns out in this situation, he used weapons and he had his goons. So, looking at this first one, okay, this is where the footage got cut off.
The guy is 6'4". If he's 6'4", then that's what I would look like.
You see Wes Watson here with the belt. Remember I told you took out that belt? Well, now you see it. You see the guy's hands are back? It's because he didn't think Wes was going to strike him with that shit. Once he saw that, he's like, let me get the hell out of here, right? But the next one, you can see it again. You can see him putting his hands back because him and Wes are going back and forth, and I have the full audio that I'm going to play for you guys. You can make out most of what Wes is saying. So you can see here, you can see the weight belt in his hand.
Yo. Look at this little puss boy. They're like all surrounding him and shit.
After he hit him 2 times with that weight belt, right? In the face, smacked him in the face with that weight belt, it bloodied him up. The guy went down because this guy with the gray shirt, he helped push him down with this little dumbbell in his hand. You see him with that little dumbbell?
Bro, look at these thugs.
telling you Wes is on top. So he's got his knee on him, his friend. He's got his knee on him. And then he takes that dumbbell. He hits him with the dumbbell while Wes is teeing off at him, right? And this is the point where I'm telling you.
Gotta be racially motivated. It's gotta be motivated by something, dude.
You see his buddies around him here on this next one now. You see Wes on top of him. Somebody, remember that guy with the gloves, with the blue gloves? He came to try to stop it.
That guy's gonna wish he didn't have that bright dumbbell idea. Dude, that's what I'm saying. This can turn into attempted murder really quick.
Pull Wes off, but it didn't work. And all these guys were around him, right? They're holding him down to prevent them from getting up. This whole time, Wes hit him with 54 punches, all right? Actually, no, 44 punches, and then after, when he gets up again, this next part, he got him with 10 more. And then there's guys coming in, right? Look with the kick. Look at this asshole in the back, so proud pussy. Look at this guy in the back.
Dude, what did he say to get the Makara?